May as well go ahead and show the coronavirus comment. Of course, he wasn't. Chris Martenson's like all the fraudsters. They jump on the biggest thing, right? Chris Martenson wasn't pitching anything about COVID. He saw the opportunity to get a lot of subscribers, make a lot of money. He jumped all over the coronavirus bullshit with all his conspiracies and horse shit. And then, he quintupled his number of followers because of that. And they got sucked into his scam. His whole scam is we're running out of oil, running out of land, running out of resources. We got to save everything. We got to buy gold. Stay out of the stock market. You understand? And so he goes and he recruits all these people, these fucking yoga people and all this bullshit. He's a complete fraudster and a liar and a scam artist. I exposed this guy 15 years ago. In fact, I still have articles on him that I haven't finished from like 8 years ago. You see? Complete fraudster. Adam Taggart was with this guy. In fact, I think it was Adam Taggart who kind of got him into the scamming business. Chris Martenson also claims to have predicted the financial crisis. Fucking scammer and liar. And you'll notice here, El Crash Course Capitulo, he has his fucking books and bullshit in different languages. As I mentioned in the past, Chris Martenson actually teamed up with Robert Kiyosaki in addition to Agora Financial. And Agora Financial is a huge fucking boiler room copy editing scam operation located in Baltimore. Bill Bonner, Agora publishes all the scammers, most of the scammers out there, Harry Dent and Porter Stansberry. Well, Porter Stansberry's on his own now. He's got Stansberry Research, but anyway, Martenson got the idea to publish his propaganda in different languages from Kiyosaki, I believe. They've gone on these Latin American tours to brainwash people with their fucking horse shit. You see? Complete fucking scam artist, this guy. Does the same thing, portfolio review. He gets paid by the New Harbor Financial if you send them money to manage. And Chris Martenson, by the way, he basically plagiarized, what's his name? Euler, The Population Boom, a book from the 70s. Oh, by the way, take a look. In case you all, just for your FYI, if you want to know, you see this right here? You see this? Whenever you see this, then this means that they have edited the video after it was published. Anyway, there was a book in the 70s called The Population Boom. It was basically, it was commissioned by the Rockefeller Foundation, and it was basically telling everyone, we're running out of everything, we got to watch it, we're going to run out, we're going to starve to death. And it was conspiracy horse shit. And now those of you interested, some of you, I'm not a conspiracy person, but, a lot of people talk about this depopulation conspiracy and Bill Gates and all this stuff. I don't fall for that shit. I think it's a lot of horse shit to it. But my point is this. If you look at propaganda like the Population Boom book, right? That was kind of the beginning of all this stuff. And my point is that the people that follow Chris Martenson don't even realize he's connected to the Rockefeller Foundation. Okay? Martenson is connected to a group that's funded by the Rockefeller Foundation, by the way. And that's the Peak Oil Institute, which is they're basically against they're kind of a climate change group, and they're funded by the Rockefeller Foundation. Okay, so Martenson basically plagiarized his whole fucking horseshit from this population boom. Didn't even tell anybody about it. Didn't even attribute anything, and it's just the same repetitive shit, right? And of course, this whole population boom, I believe, wasn't that from Malthusius in the 1800s or so, who came out with that? Wasn't that, or no? Someone correct me if I'm wrong. It's all just horseshit. What these stupid idiots fail to realize, because they'll give you this big case, oh, well, growth is exponential and this is that. They're forgetting about technology. Okay? The same thing that completely debunked peak oil theory, right? Technology, aka fractional, right? I'm sorry, fracking, right? Fracking. So there's always technology we have. Not only that, but guess what happens, folks? If there ever gets to be too many people, it's self-correcting. There's not going to be some fucking demise of human population because there's too many people. It doesn't work that way. You have to be a fucking idiot to think that. Because you know what happens to humans? When there's too many people, guess what? The prices of goods and services, of food goes up. Guess what? People over time have fewer children, right? They adjust to everything, okay? Just like technology. Technology adjusts to things as well. So you could look into this guy, Chris Martenson, Peak Prosperity. He's an absolute fucking scam artist. No doubt about it. He's swindling people with his fucking, it's just a con man. And he rode the whole coattails, of the Peter Schiff guys. Anyway. Yeah, John Campbell's another fucking scam artist. This fucking nurse. I know this guy. He's a fucking scammer. And all the people believe him. And he kind of this guy presents himself as a legitimate source. This guy had fucking no followers. He's got 3 million now. He's making a fortune. He's a former nursing teacher. He's not a fucking scientist. He's not a doctor. He's an educator. Okay? With this fucking coronavirus bullshit. This is a guy who I don't look into people who I can fucking tell instantly. I don't waste my fucking time. I looked into this guy. I saw maybe like a video or two, and I already knew his whole fucking song and dance. Basically, what he does is he walks the tightrope. He walks the coronavirus and the COVID vaccine tightrope. You understand? So he knows what to get. He knows how much to say to lure in the conspiracy nutcases, but he doesn't say too much where he gets banned. You understand? That's what he does. Okay? But it's basically all going to be bad. Moderna got fined. This. It's a big money grub. The guy's a fucking scam artist. That's what he is. He's a fucking scammer. He positions himself as some authority, and he's not. He's not. I'm more of an authority in this area than he is. I can guarantee you that. I'm more qualified. I have a better background. It qualifies me. Okay? But I'm not coming out and making fucking stupid videos like this shit. Okay? It's all hand waving. It's just fucking bullshit. But he's a total fraud. No doubt about it. Let's see if Chris Martenson. Oh, by the way, yeah. Chris Martenson, I found out, I saw something recently. He actually did a video with this Brett Weinstein guy. So Chris Martenson's expanding his scam network to get into that whole Brett Weinstein, because Brett Weinstein was also into his coronavirus bullshit as well. Another fucking scammer. You know, this is part of the Joe Rogan circle jerk, right? Anybody out there notice that just about everybody out there who has a lot of exposure and therefore influence, um, just about everybody's related? They've got like the same bloodline. Has anybody noticed that? Because I've noticed it for a long time. And some of you, it's probably hard to notice it because you can't just look at the name, because these guys have names that don't set it off all the time, right? By the way, interesting observation. Including Jordan Peterson, by the way. In Jordan's case, it's pretty easy. All you got to do is listen to the voice. The voice is a giveaway, by the way, FYI. Okay. But Jordan Peterson is one of the biggest fucking scam artists out there. Complete. And if you fell for this guy, anybody that fell for Jordan Peterson is a fucking idiot. All you got to do is tell somebody what they want to hear, and then they're in. They're in the cult, and then you can fuck them all. That's what he did. Complete profiteering piece of shit. He's a liberal, leftist, pro-globalist, anti-white piece of shit. The exact opposite of what all these fucking suckers that follow this guy think that he is. That's the sad thing. And the thing is, it's funny, I haven't even looked into the guy hardly. It's like, it's too easy. It's so obvious. Boom. It's that quick. I don't waste time once I've, as you can see there, told you the Joe Rogan circle jerk. Joe Rogan's kind of like the Oprah of the internet. Anybody on Oprah, you better believe they're a scammer. She launches the fucking scammers, right? Joe Rogan launches the fucking scammers. Anybody on Joe Rogan, you better believe, you mark them, you write them down. They're not trustworthy, okay? Nobody. But it's kind of interesting if you take a close look at all these people, and in fact, it's not, folks, it's not just in terms of influence. If you take a look at YouTube, for instance, take a look at who all the big YouTubers are. Take a close look at who they are. Take a very close look if you don't know. Okay? Take a close look. You think it's a coincidence when this group is a tiny, minuscule part of the population? Take a close look at what's going on. Okay? Take a look at PewDiePie. Take a look at PewDiePie. What's his real name? Take a look. Take a look at Mr. Beast. Okay? They're related. Take a look at the best food review. Take a look at, I'm just telling you, folks, I'm a very observant person. Okay? And it's clear to me what's going on. It's a very pathological situation. And it's discriminatory, right? It's discriminatory. But then you're talking about when you're doing the same thing in influential positions, when people are talking about political issues, economic issues, then it becomes a much more important situation. You're talking about promoting, these fucking grifters who just pieces of shit. Let me show you, for instance, this fucking scammer, annoying. I fucking hate this guy. Piece of shit. It's a complete exploiter. Goes to these fucking developing countries and exploits the people for fucking food reviews. Annoying looking, annoying sounding, stupid fucking loser. And he's got 11 million subscribers. Or Mark Weens, he's related to him as well. Okay, I mean, you could just look and tell. Piece of shit. So he's just a fucking grifter. He's milking the fucking ad revenue, and he gets promoted. Okay, that's not good. That's trying to promote your own. But then you have people that are promoted who are influential and determine things, help control the discourse of important things like politics and economics. Then it becomes a much more serious issue. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just pretty obvious what's going on. Okay? It's pretty obvious what's going on. You know? It's a big problem. And as I mentioned before, when you take a look and you think George Gammon is not related, you better believe he is. And you take a look at these gold pumpers, all of them. Take a look at the fake investment gurus. Take a look at the fake investment gurus. And you're talking about a very high percentage of the same fucking crew. Okay? And that fucking rhymed, by the way. You understand? After a while, I'm sure some of you, like myself, you just kind of you can kind of tell funky name, appearance, voice, or even you say, wait a second, why is this guy getting fucking promoted all the time? Who the fuck is he? What's he done? And then you know from that, okay? You know from that. And then, of course, then you have guys that people think, well, he should be promoted. He's done something. And then you look closely into the guy, like a guy like Ray Dalio or Jim Rogers, and then you realize, no, they shouldn't be promoted. But why are they being promoted? Right? This is the reality, folks. You can't even talk about it. Why not? Right? You understand? Okay. Look, Housing Bubble 2.0. That's the name of his channel. I mean, that's when he started his channel, right? Back in what? Let me explain something, folks. Let's take a look here at the date. So basically, more than 5 years ago, he's calling for a housing bubble. Okay. Bubbles don't last 5 years. Okay. 5 years, no. Bubble means it's gotten to the point where it's accelerated so much it's going to burst. Anyway, these people are fucking scammers. Look at Mark Cuban here. Fucking scam artist. There you go. So Mark Cuban is he's endorsing Zen Business. This is where you can create your LLC, right? Your LLC. So it's a company that allows you to create, to incorporate, right? So think about it. They've got Mark Cuban. I just told you guys earlier how he's a terrible businessman. This is the same guy, one of the worst business people in the world. Why? Because he actually destroyed his business, Dallas Mavericks, because he teamed up with Voyager Digital to sell his fans out, to fuck his fans. He teamed up The Dallas Mavericks. The Dallas Mavericks and Mark Cuban were official partners with Voyager Digital, the cryptocurrency Ponzi scheme. Right? You got this business failure who you think, well, come on, Mike. They tell you he's a business guru on Shark Tank. Shark Tank is filled with a bunch of the same related people who are failures. Okay? They're all failures. That's why they're on TV. They're trying to launch their shit. They're trying to launch something. They're trying to get endorsements through their media, celebrity media status. You see? Mark Cuban, I've told this story many times before. Mark Cuban happened to have been at the right place at the right time. He invested in some bullshit company with another guy. Tried to kick the founder to the fucking curb, by the way. And happened to sold it at the peak of the dot-com bubble. It never made a penny of fucking profit. And that company that Mark Cuban sold, Broadcast.com, was responsible for destroying the company that bought them, Yahoo. Yahoo was destroyed because of that company. And that company that Mark Cuban made his money off of never did shit for Yahoo, didn't do anything. It was complete horse shit. And by the way, as a little homework study, I want you to look up who the CEO was of Yahoo during the time of that acquisition. Okay? It's the buddy system. Okay? It's not our money, it's their money. And now we're going to take some of their money and give it to you. I'm talking their money, shareholders, Yahoo shareholders. You understand? It's the same way it works with these fund managers, by the way. Okay? Where do you think these hedge funds get their money from? Most of them are getting their money from pension plans. You understand? They're getting money from pension plans. Got it? They're taking your money and they're giving it to their friends. You understand? And most of these people who are invested in hedge funds don't even realize it, because we're talking about, teachers union, carpenters union, UAW. They don't even fucking realize what's going on. And also private equity, which is even arguably worse. You see? It's a complete fucking racket. It's a complete scam. See, hedge funds used to be invested in by wealthy people decades ago. You see? That all changed 20, 25 years ago. People think of hedge funds, they think, oh, well, it's just wealthy investors. No, it's not. It's mostly pension plans. Okay? It's mostly fucking pension plans to a large extent. Depending upon, there's different, there's different sizes of hedge funds, but I'm saying like a lot of the big funds is pension plans. Okay? You've got teachers who are invested. They have their 401(b) retirement funds, 403(b) retirement funds invested in hedge funds that have investments in, for instance, charter schools. Teachers don't like charter schools. Do they know that their retirement's invested in charter schools? No, they don't know that. That's just one example. Okay? The whole system's fucked. The whole system's fucked. Basically, America has proven that crime pays. As long as it's white-collar crime, As long as it's a scam, you know, you can get away with it, right? As long as you're misleading people, it's okay. Mislead people, false claims, it's okay. It's okay. It's fine. No problem. Right? No problem.
terms of getting back as an investor, if it's coming down to here, almost irrespective of what's going on, I have to believe, if I have to make a call in advance, and of course I can change depending on what happens, but I have to believe this is where you want to start doing that 18, 17, around there. Their earnings report is a complete game changer, at least for quite a while. Bottom line, NVIDIA now is going to enter the realm of Tesla, Apple, and all these other big, I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works. I mean, listen, NVIDIA can come down to 150, come down to $100. If you don't think it's possible, then you don't understand how the market works.